Good morning, everyone. Dr. Rao here. I woke up with a thought this morning. How come we don't take advantage of like the monks do, and how they keep their mind peaceful and focused and clear, right? So I thought I should explore that, and because I really uh, spent some time on this of what the monks do with their mind and how that plays a valid role in modern life. You don't have to be a monk like in terms of sacrificing everything and going to the forests or the mountains, but more like understand what do they do in daily life with their mind. I thought that would be fascinating because as I relate to people, I see this all the time: the fast-paced world, the hurry to go and achieve something, and then getting a lot of stress and burnout out of it, and then seeking people like me to find solutions for the stress and burnout. And lots of times it's a question of how they are operating with their thoughts and emotions, and how they take care of their body and mind, that kind of things, right? um, Especially in this fast-paced world, right? So, as I always thought that there were several principles from the ancient times to help us with the modern problems here, like global heat, persistent wars, increasing mental health, illnesses, um, and also addictions, sensory indulgence, breakage of relationships, uh, families, and really getting addicted to so many things, including technology, including excessive thoughts, right? So, can we enjoy, um, do our work smartly using all of our mind, then stop uh, going on thinking unnecessarily, and then enjoy peace and quiet and have a relationship with the nature, and really appreciate the beauty of the nature, and really be in control of our mind and senses. That was my idea. So I'm going to present what I was thinking about this thing, and how this really um, puts things in a positive way, right? So this is not about giving up modern life, but being in charge of the modern life, in solving the problems that we have, right? With control of our life and our body and our mind, right? So that's basically, I'm always attracted to the monks who have this inner peace, and that radiates inner clarity, that radiates, and how do they have it? So that's the need, I think, I'm talking about. Now, some of the key principles to have this kind of mind are, they talk about qualifications for a spiritual life, but I'm talking about some kind of discipline to achieve any goal, right? So you should have a um, understanding of what is instant gratification, and what is long-term benefits of anything. Then we could see ourselves indulging or involving instant gratification quite a while, and really be aware of that, and then get rid of that kind of tendencies or indulgence in that, and then focus our efforts into long-term benefits. That's one. The other thing is we seem to be clinging to things quite a bit, and monks develop this detachment because they want to achieve something spiritually. They look at worldly affairs rather easily and let go, and they are able to live in the present, mostly, right? That is one thing I always talk about, and then how can you develop a calm mind, and how can you be really know what is sensual indulgence versus you know uh, normal, natural pacification of the desires and gaining the pleasure, but not really indulging in the pleasure only, right? And then they have this enormous curiosity, not about just the things of the world or how things work, that's all okay, but also how their own inner self, what are the universal truths that they can discover by going into the meditative awareness, right? So these are the principles of a monk's mind. They are not for instant gratification. They let go things very easily, and their mind is calm, and they are not sensually indulging all the time. And also they have this intense curiosity and need for learning of deeper truths of life, right? These are things we can see whether we have in our mind or not, right? And uh, for this, how do you do it is you get to be mindful or aware of what's going on with your mind, and then cultivate that mindful meditation, right? And then whenever you are making a decision or doing something, be conscious about it, not do it just unknowingly or unconsciously, right? Like you are lost in thought, and then you don't know what you're doing everything mechanical. Rather than that, you be conscious, mindful of what you're doing. And then outward life you want to simplify as much as possible, and then that makes things much easier to have this kind of mind in control, and then you will discover a lot of joys within yourself too, right? And then you got to learn continuously, that is something even neuroscience is showing us, that when you learn a lot of new things, you grow new brain, new neurons are fired up, new complexes are formed, right? And this is the neuroplasticity. Now it is really used in so many ways, but many of the people may not be using that. That means you should be learning something while you are young, while you are going for a competition or you are going for a degree. You may be using the mind, but then when you become a little older, and you kind of want to learn only unless you are forced, they won't learn. But nowadays, with the changing technologies, so much artificial intelligence, so many things are coming at you, and you want to just keep an eye and mind that is curious, that is learning new things, and that would be wonderfully keeping the mind young and growing, right? New brain formation, that is neuroplasticity. So you can mold your mind to be more creative, and more active, more young. So the beginner's mind, when you are coming from the thought, I don't know, let me go and find out, versus I already know about this, I have a concept, I'm going to do this, then you will be in a rut, and the mind goes down, right? So that kind of thing. I hope I make sense to you. So, you see, adopting a monk's mind doesn't necessarily have to be withdrawing from the world, but engaging into more consistent, compassionate, and effective mind, right? The mind that is settled in the heart, then you become a heartful person with wisdom, and that will be wonderful to do that. Okay. Uh, See, our mind is the most precious aspect of our whole human being, right? And to use it fullest and to uh, direct it towards our goals, um, that are not only beneficial for us, but in the long run, beneficial for everybody, that is important for us and also for the world. Okay, so that is the brief introduction of this talk I am presenting to you. I'm going to write a blog today on this, and I started a book on this because many people uh, think that you have to completely out of the world to learn about these principles. It's not so. The one who, I think Vivekananda said this, the person who goes to the forest to um, withdraw from the world and learn the spirituality misses the way. And the person who is indulging in simple pleasures in life all the time, he misses the way too. It's like spiritualizing the divinity within us in regular life is what he was talking about. So that's when you understand that you have a body, you have a mind, and you have this spirit that kind of uses the body and mind. How best to use the body and mind, how to live a long, very well, and joyful life depends upon how you maintain your body from sickness and how you maintain your mind also, not to take you all over, but you are in charge of the mind. I think this book where I'm going to call this monk's mind. Um, I see. That's something I'm thinking of, so it will have several chapters of talking about it. See, the title I'm thinking of it is Monk's Mind in Need of the Hour. See, that what I think we should be looking at it, and we should be understanding what the monk's mind is, and we should be knowing what are the ways to really cultivate a monk's mind and how it can improve our life. Okay, that's what I was trying to do, and I wake up with this creative ideas coming to me. So I then explore them, and it's very thrilling to be able to explore these things for the practical use of ours, right? So anybody has any questions, you can come up and talk to me. I'll be happy to answer you. This is not about ancient versus moderns. It's about integration of the ancient wisdom into modern life or modern excesses of life, whereby suffering is relieved. That's my intention. That's what I do as a optimizer of wellness and how we can use the knowledge. There is uh, prejudice and there is a scientificism, thinking that whatever ancient was not scientific. It's far from the truth. So you get to really go and investigate it to find whether it is scientific or not. But there are vast uh, field of knowledge that are sciences too. So I don't need to argue or convince anybody, but all I am trying to do is present them some simple principles. I'm not giving any drug. I'm giving ways to investigate into this knowledge, ways to understand it, and also many modern minds are really worried. Um, or anxious, depressed, or really suffering from the egoism, or suffering from the instant gratification, suffering from the uh, you know going deep into past negativity and develop depression, or get anxious about imagine dangers in the future, and most importantly, fail to live the present moment fully. That's where the richness is, for me at least. I live in the present all the time, and that's not like a habit or anything, but that is life. Okay, only your mind takes you into the past, or mind takes you into the future. It's not a problem if you go and look at the past to learn some learned lessons. That's good, but don't go and live in the past. That's the message. It's good to have a brainstorm and plan for long-term goals. That's okay. But then once you made those plans and you have steps towards those goals, leave the step every day, every moment, right? That's the thing that a mind of a monk will give. Lot of intellectualism or scientificism I see in the modern times is against the science itself. Okay, it's like a buried thought, or kind of rotted thought that is claiming this is so. But actually thoughts come and go, right? Thoughts are not permanent. But thought has to be understood, very powerful. Thoughts have to be understood and really understand how to use it. Just because you know few facts, it may give you degrees, it may give you positions, but doesn't give you the peace, doesn't give you the joy that I'm talking about, that I enjoy every moment, right? So I'm hoping to share this with the people, and it would be nice if people come and participate and discuss these things. Okay. Either way, I'll be doing my work. I'll be presenting my my works of books and blogs and newsletters, and present it to them. I'm in a engaged thought leaders group, and I present this in that, and there is a very good response. Uh, compared to the so-called wisdom or Noom vibe, they are much more engaged and much more involved, and presenting questions and appreciating the points of views and all. That's pretty engaging, encouraging. Thank you, and I will see you again. Bye.
ఎంపీలకు అవకాశం దక్కింది. రామ్మోహన్ నాయుడికి కేంద్ర మంత్రి పదవి దక్కినట్టుగా తెలుస్తోంది. ఇక పెమ్మసాని చంద్రశేఖర్ కు సహాయ మంత్రి పదవి దక్కినట్టుగా సమాచారం. ఇక రేపు ప్రధానిగా ప్రమాణ స్వీకారం చేయబోతున్నారు నరేంద్ర మోదీ. ఆయనతో పాటు పలువురు మంత్రులు టీడీపీ తరఫున ఇద్దరు నేతలు ప్రమాణ స్వీకారం చేయబోతున్నట్టుగా తెలుస్తోంది. బ్రేకింగ్ న్యూస్ చూస్తున్నారు. కేంద్ర కేబినెట్ లో భర్తలు ఖరారైపోయాయా? దాదాపు అవుననే మాట వినిపిస్తోంది. అంశానికి సంబంధించి టీడీపీ నుంచి ఇద్దరు ఎంపీలకు అవకాశం దక్కినట్టుగా తెలుస్తోంది. రామ్మోహన్ నాయుడికి కేంద్ర మంత్రి పదవి, అలాగే పెమ్మసాని చంద్రశేఖర్ కు సహాయ మంత్రి పదవి దక్కినట్టుగా తెలుస్తోంది. రేపు ప్రధానిగా ప్రమాణ స్వీకారం చేయబోతున్నారు నరేంద్ర మోదీ. ఆయనతో పాటు పలువురు మంత్రులకు ప్రమాణ స్వీకారం చేసే అవకాశం దక్కినట్టుగా తెలుస్తోంది. టీడీపీ తరఫున ఇద్దరు నేతలు ప్రమాణ స్వీకారం చేయబోతున్నట్టుగా సమాచారం వెళ్తోంది. బ్రేకింగ్ న్యూస్ చూస్తున్నారు. తెలుగుదేశం పార్టీ నుంచి అవును కేంద్ర కేబినెట్ లో భర్తలు ఖరారయ్యాయా అంటే అవుననే మాట వినిపిస్తోంది. టీడీపీ నుంచి ఇద్దరు ఎంపీలకు అవకాశం దక్కినట్టుగా సమాచారం. రామ్మోహన్ నాయుడికి కేంద్ర మంత్రి పదవి, అలాగే పెమ్మసాని చంద్రశేఖర్ కు
ఎన్నికల కౌంటింగ్ అనంతరం ఈ కృష్ణా జిల్లాలో కానీ రాష్ట్రంలో అనేక మంది తెలుగుదేశం పార్టీ, జనసేనకు సంబంధించినటువంటి నాయకులు, కార్యకర్తలు, వైఎస్ఆర్ కాంగ్రెస్ పార్టీ గ్రామ స్థాయి, వార్డు స్థాయి, మండల స్థాయి, నియోజకవర్గ స్థాయి యాక్టివ్గా ఉండేటువంటి లీడర్స్ పైన ఉద్దేశపూర్వకంగా దాడులు చేస్తున్నారు. అదేవిధంగా వాళ్ళ ఇళ్ళకెళ్ళి